Go. Hey folks, my name is Wade Atteberry from Tiny Hemp Homes. We're here in Riverdale at a brand new hemp gin. So this is a cotton gin that's been around for 40 plus years that's being converted over to run hemp. So what can you do with hemp when you run it through the gin? Well, one of the things you can do is you can make fiber mixed with hurd. This is basically the raw material that we comb and go through the process. This is the hurd. This is the center woody part of the plant, micronized or powderized. This can be used in plastics, it can be used in cosmetics, it can be used in food, tons of different things. This is a rough, coarse hemp hurd with a little bit of fiber mixed into it. And a great insulation value, great animal bedding. There's tons of uses. It's very absorbent, can be used in the petrochemical industry to absorb toxins. This is just another sample of the micronized hemp hurd. Very, very soft, very powdery. Same thing here. This is more mixed fiber and hemp hurd. And this is combed out a little more, less of the hurd. And here's the hurd. Here's the hurd stalks. So when we talk about hempcrete is hemp, not hemp fiber, it's hemp hurd mixed with lime, which is right there. That's a bag of lime. And we can make blocks. So we just basically lime water and hemp hurd. The other thing we can do with hemp is we can grind it up completely and we can mix it in with paper and we can mix it in with cardboard and other byproducts from other farming industries. We use this as a blown-in insulation. You mix it with a little bit of borax and water and now it stays. Once that dries, it's fireproof because of the borax, and the water helps it retain its shape. The water dries out, we shave off the walls, and you have a very smooth blown-in insulation. This is basically hemp wool insulation, and as you can see, it's got a couple little chunks of the hemp fiber, hemp hurd, all in it. This is spun into big bats. So here's a regular sized bat, and this is what's known as compression fit. So your wall cavities, when you frame 16 on center, are 14.5 inches wide. This is about 15 1/8 inches wide. So when you put it in the wall, it compresses in and the top compresses in. So it really helps hold it. One of the inherent problems with fiberglass insulation is the droop at the top of a wall. If you go around, you look at a house and you were to do a thermal imaging of it, you would see where the insulation sags. Below windows, along top door lines, and along the whole first floor of a house. Well, now you're losing all that heat, or cold, one or the other. So this is a whole bag of hemp hurd. This is how we package it and ship it. It has to be wrapped tight. This is from Europe. This is European grade. The reason it has to be packaged tight is so that it doesn't dust out. So you get the dust in there, and that affects when you start adding your lime and your water. It'll mess up the ratio. But we have all different types of hemp products that are going to be coming out of the hemp gin here. This is an animal feed, just protein animal feed. Now we mix this with some biochar, which is this. Biochar is basically can be any product. It can be from tires to green products. We put through a pyrolysis, turn it into its base element of carbon, and then we can mix that into our hempcrete. We can mix that into our feedstock, and it helps sequester CO2 as it's, as the hemp's being grown. We're locking that CO2 up into it. We cut it down, we harvest it. All that CO2 is now locked up into it. We bring it here to the plant, we process it into these different products, lock it up into the walls as insulation, and now you've sequestered that CO2 for the life of the building. Now when you tear that building down, what can you do with this stuff? Well, you just sprinkle it out into the yard. It's just natural product. It's all natural. It doesn't have to go to the dump, it doesn't have to go to a landfill. If it burns, it just burns. It's non-toxic. It's just, and the good thing about this stuff is it won't burn. When we add the borax to it, it's a natural product that makes it fireproof. So those are just a few of the things that we're going to be doing here at the new hemp gin in Riverdale. My name's Wade Atteberry of Tiny Hemp Homes.